Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning back in once again to the Queen Shakur TV show. I'm your host, Queen Shakur, and this is your daily vitamins. So, as you're coming in, please feel free to go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Be sure to click that notification bell and click the word all so you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Queen Shakur. You can also follow the Queen Shakur fan page and follow me on Twitter at DGoddess27. All right. Hello to Be Surreal, Black and Silver, Lisa, Rodney, Piggy's Picks. All right, Saturday, I see you. Hello, Donna, Judah Queen, Erica, One Who Cares, Mark Petty. All right. Let me see here. TC. Okay. Aboriginal Woman. Kiana. Juju is in the house. Mr. Hotel. All right. Nessie X, Robin, Ayana's in the house. Kenyetta, JB. Let's get into it, beloveds. Let's get into it. BGR headquarters. All right. A BGR, honey. I heard someone throwing some subliminals at you today. Let's talk about it. 444 watching me is in the house. All right. Jacqueline, I see you. So shout out to everyone in the chat and everyone tuned into the Queen. Hello, Ramsey. Lakiva, Queen Shay. So let's get into it, beloved. So you all already know what it is. Yeah, y'all already know what it is. So anybody who's going to have hurt feelings, get mad, sad, and all that, just leave now because I'm not here for it today. You already know what it is when you're tuned in. All right? So it has come to the Queen's attention that someone did a video. They have a page called Exposing Fakes on YouTube or something like that. I think that's what it's called. Anyway, they did a video and they were accusing Miss Dillard, aka Wig, of taking someone's work and using it for webinars, just as I did myself. So I'm going to show what they had to say about that. I'm not going to play their audio because I don't have their permission to use this footage. So I'm just going to show the video with no audio. All right. But you'll see the points. But before I get into that, let me get into this. Let me pull up this documents because y'all know I stay with documents, whether Wig wants to pretend they're fraudulent or not. Okay. And then I just came across some information that I thought was interesting from another YouTuber who was talking about me and Wig and my chats. And this video was like from a year ago, so this ain't new. But I'm going to play some excerpts from that as well so you all can hear it. So I found it very interesting. Likes up, everyone. Please like and share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Thank you in advance. Okay, let me pull up my receipt. Here we go. I should have brought my glasses, honey. Let me see if this is it. All right. Somebody said, woo, child. All right. So with that all being said, hold on. Hold on, beloveds. I wrote this down where I need to start at. Okay. So I don't have to keep scrolling through this document because it's pretty lengthy. Make sure I have the right one pulled up. Okay, I think this is it. Okay, this is it. So let me share my screen so you all can see this nefariousness. Hey, One Muscle Power. Thank you, says the Queen, looking amazing. Thank you, beloved. All right, let's get into it. Y'all, I hope y'all can see that. Let me try to zoom in so the print is larger. Let me back it up just a little bit. So I don't want anybody saying these documents are false and fraudulent and all that. Okay, so let's start right here. Go down to the second paragraph. Now, this is basically just so you all know about the bankruptcy that Wig filed and how much she filed it in the amount of. All right. her liabilities and all that. Because I did tell you all, but I want you all to see it. Because y'all know I don't like to just tell you things. I like to show the proof. Okay, so that all being said, it says, starting at the second paragraph, if you can see, let me scroll up just a little bit. It says the district court also, in discussing the reasonable foreseeability of the loss, noted that Crow filed for bankruptcy relief in a Chapter 7 case and in the schedules and statement of affairs, which she submitted pro se and signed under penalty of perjury. She identified her liabilities as $17,451,745. All right. By doing so, the district, now that's a whole lot of money. I just want y'all to pay attention. $17 million. Honey, I never had that much money in my life. Okay? I wish I did, but let me continue. Now, if y'all want to say I'm hating on wig, well, you can darn sure say I was hating about that $17 million, honey, that she got to have a fraudulently, however she acquired it. But I definitely could have used that kind of cash. But let me continue. By doing so, the district court concluded Crow was representing to the bankruptcy court that she believed she had this sum as a debt which she sought to have discharged. Now, she got all that cash, spit it up foolishly, squandered it, and now want to file bankruptcy, and also was filing bankruptcy to stop the foreclosure on those properties to which she didn't pay the mortgages on. And in fact, if she had $17 million worth of assets, well, the question becomes, why wasn't she able to pay those mortgages? Just curious. So goes on to say, ultimately, the district court concluded, based upon the evidence that was presented, that it was not necessary to quantify with exactitude the amount of the loss. Instead, the district court concluded it was sufficient to say, based upon the evidence presented, that under Section 2B of the guidelines, that the loss here is greater than $2,500,000 and less than $7 million, resulting in an increase in offense level of 18 levels. Now, based upon this 18 level enhancement, the district court arrived at a total offense level of 27. That total offense level, combined with Crow's criminal history, category of 1, resulted in an advisory guideline range of 70 to 87 months. The district court chose to impose a below guideline sentence of 60 months incarceration, and the district court also imposed restitution and the amount of $2,408,142. All right, and 37 cents. Now, let me say this. So, I'm sure, and it also says Crow filed a pro se motion for new trial, arguing in pertinent part that her right to effective assistance of counsel was violated when her trial counsel entered into a stipulation with the prosecution regarding the jurisdiction element of the wire fraud counts. The district court denied Crow's motion. We already know that because I told you all that on yesterday. So basically what they were saying is that they gave her a lesser sentence. She actually could have gotten 70 to 87 months, but they only gave her 60. Now, and then she was released with 3 years of supervised release. And also, I heard her say on a video once, if memory serves me correct, I heard her say on a video once that they remanded her directly into the custody of the Bureau of Prisons because they feared she was a flight risk. Now, she said they thought she was a flight risk, but in that document that I showed yesterday, it didn't say she was a flight risk, which means they suspect that she might flee the country to avoid, the consequences of her actions. They didn't say that she was a flight risk. They said that she was a threat to public safety, which means she's dangerous. That's what it said. You all saw it because I showed you the documents. Okay? That's what it said. All right? How can you say wig while you crowing? Jay Gray said bankruptcy covers your main residence, not investment properties. You will be forced to include them in bankruptcy. Bankruptcy doesn't cover fraudulent transactions. Well, I guess she found that out, beloved, because it sure didn't cover hers. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Now, let me continue. So, it has come to the Queen's attention that a YouTuber, y'all know people just be sending me stuff. Now, since I'm exposing wig, everybody who knows something about wig, had a beef with wig, felt like they were scammed by wig, conned by wig, misled by wig, whatever words they want to use. All of these people are sending me stuff. I'm telling y'all, the receipts that I have are insurmountable. I'm so serious. I have numerous of receipts that I found myself, but the other people are sending me stuff. Some of these people are her own subscribers, V Hive and V Keepers. Yes, it's true. So that all being said, let's get into it, because this woman did a video, and as I said, I'm going to turn down the volume because I don't have her permission to use this. Someone sent her video to me. I'm sure she won't mind, because if she was exposing wig and I'm exposing wig, I don't see what the problem would be. But just in case, to say the least, I'm going to show where she accuses wig of, in fact, stealing someone else's works. And guess what? As luck would have it, one of Wig's own V Hive members, or should I say V Keeper members, sent me a video from one of the webinars. And I asked this V Keeper, how did you come by this? Because I thought this webinar was for women. He says all of them weren't for women. And in fact, he didn't attend this one, but he knows a woman who's a V Hive member that did. He got it from her. Maybe she's secretly recorded. I don't know. But anyway, let's get into it. So here is the first receipt. And I'm going to share my screen so you all can see this. And I know this is getting messy, people. I know it's getting messy. Listen, I know it's getting a little messy, but at the end of the day, you know, the truth has to come out whether it's messy or not. And another thing is this. You know, after all I've shown you all, Queen, you have opened the floodgates on the house of wiggetry. Original woman to stand down wig. You haven't had enough yet. That's the thing, beloved. She clearly hasn't. You see, I wasn't even going to go live about wig today. But do you all remember, you know, I love to keep my promises because I'm a woman of my word. And I did say, in fact, that if wig continued to talk, then so would I. Well, someone happened to send me a video today where wig was throwing subliminals. Now, she wasn't really necessarily throwing them at me, but she was throwing them nonetheless. So I'm just I'll play that audio from that video as well so you all can hear that. Five for Black says, Queen, if wig continues on, you keep getting in her ace. Okay, so now listen, listen, let me tell y'all something. I'm making jokes. I'm just trying to make y'all laugh and keep you entertained. But here's the seriousness of it all. We all know what Wig has done, and we all know why I'm really doing all of this. But part of it's because I'm being petty too, because Wig keeps saying things. I mean, she's liking me to an agent. I heard that now she's calling subscribers agents. You know, when they tell her that they want her to, you know, just come clean about everything, and she calls them agents. This is what I've been told. Now, so with that all been said, it seems that she wants to take and accept no accountability. She has no remorse, apparently, because if you had remorse, you would definitely take accountability and you'd own up to your nefariousness. But she continues to spin this web of deceit. And I just feel that the victims, you know, would probably like for her to apologize to them. And I feel like that if she wants to go around spreading the narrative that this is all gossip and rumors and all these things, and that the papers that I showed are fraudulent, I would like for her to confront me, to come on my show. I would have her as a guest on my show. I would give her the utmost respect. And I won't even call her Wig. I absolutely would not call her Wig. I will call her Miss Dillard. And I will show her the respect while she's on here. But I just want her to confront these things that I'm saying. Because if she wants to tell people that people are hating on her and lying and defaming her and all of that, I would like for her to say those things to the Queen. Because I know I'm not doing any of it, Wig. Cut it all out. Cut it all out. And I also want her to admit for once and for all who, in fact, is the one and only Queen of Receipts. I just want her to admit that. All right? I'm the Queen of Receipts and she knows it. And at the end of the day, if I were not the Queen of Receipts, I would not have been able to go digging and find. Y'all know I'm a private investigator on the side, right? Y'all do know that, right? I'm a whole private investigator. So that's how I was able to go and acquire all this information about her witnesses that testified, the 50 plus witnesses, the numerous co-conspirators who also went down with the ship when she went down, the things that her husband was convicted of, and the fact that her mother's house was also, the home that her mother lived in was also foreclosed on, that she and her mother were in fact evicted. I dug all of this up. I dug all of this up. Kebulon Music says, love your show. Thank you, beloved, and I love you. I love all my subscribers. Royals, you're the greatest. And here's the thing, Royals. Let me tell you all something else that I found out today. Someone actually made a video. Now, this is how y'all know my chat is popping. I have been telling you all that I have the most lit chat on YouTube. Do you all know someone even made a video about my chat going in on Wig? Now, this is from a year ago. But we're going to get into that because I'm going to also play that audio. But so I'll tell you, my chat is popping. All right? So with that all being said, let's go ahead and look at this receipt. I'm going to share my screen so you all can see it. There is going to be no volume, but you'll be able to see clearly what this person is trying to show on here. So let's get into it. Likes up, everyone. Please like and share. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Thank you in advance. Let me make sure you all can see that first. Okay. Now, if you can see this, it may be a little blurry because of the light. I'm going to be pausing ever so often. It's only like a 3-minute video, but it says the studying of our extraterrestrial melanin. Now, how many of you, I want everybody putting ones in the chat. Everyone who has heard Wig talking about extraterrestrial melanin, extraterrestrial DNA. If you've heard her talking about that, let's get ones in the chat. Judy Queen said, Queen is telling the truth. Thank you, beloved. Ones, okay, a lot of ones coming up. So people have absolutely, hey, Cherokee to Citadel, people have absolutely heard Wig talking about extraterrestrial melanin and DNA. This is what this woman has on her own Instagram page. Pay attention. Now, here it is right here. Let's get further into it. Now, the person who did this video, just so you know, she was screen recording this woman's page on Instagram just to prove that this woman has been talking about this and teaching this. And she has a whole Instagram page about it. Y'all can go check it out. Her name is Jessie Bellina. Now, I'm going to pause it in a minute so I can read to you all what it says. Hold on. Let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger. Okay. She needs to zoom. I hope she zooms in a little bit so I can get a better look. Now, let me put on my glasses that don't match. Don't y'all try to clown the queen. I already told y'all what happened. And so it says, listen. It says Jessie _ Bellina. This is not trending. This is what I teach and the lifestyle we live. Benny Hill sells the people spiritual water in a glass bottle. So does Peter Popoff. And Wig did talk about, chanting over water and all that. I don't know if she sells it yet, but why can't your water be free flowing from the river? If you don't want to pay for crystals, go and walk along the rivers and collect your stones. Why do my people keep falling for these spiritual scams? We didn't leave the church to fall back into the new church of spirituality. Spirituality is one person's journey. No one can do the work for you. If people give you your happiness, people can take it away. If man gives you your healing, man can take it away. No man or woman has what you need to love and honor yourself. Stop being blinded by the key points used to speak to your weaknesses. You don't even know when you're being bamboozled. Let me tell you something. Malcolm X had a way about him. Like no schemes. There will never be another Malcolm X, but be your own leader. Between money, mess, and using God's name to justify buffoonery, it's ridiculous. Now, I like what you said right there. So let me say this. Here's the thing I want to point out to you before I continue. I'm going to stop the share for just a moment. This is absolutely true. You see, a lot of these people who run these con games like Peter Popoff, Wig, and others, the pastor who was selling fake tickets to heaven and all that for $500, got arrested over in Zimbabwe. Well, here's the thing. When I am on my spiritual channel, Queen Amadiah TV, More Than Meets the Third Eye. Now, what do I always tell you all? I don't say affirmations over you. I don't say incantations over you. I don't try to invoke anything. I tell you to say your affirmations daily. Say them at night before you rest and in the morning when you rise, and to speak them over your children and teach them to say them. I tell you that you have to do the work. Whatever you say after the words I am is absolutely what you manifest. You don't need me to activate your DNA codes. You can do it yourself. I even have told you that when you pray and you ask the Most High for things, you can actually, in some instances, answer your own prayers because you're all God's born of the Most High. Psalm 82:6. You can manifest things that you're praying about. You can visualize things. You can say affirmations and speak things into existence. You can be the masters of your own fate. I tell you, you can do these things. I don't tell you, come pay the queen, $100 for a webinar and I'll do this and that. I don't tell you that because that's a whole con game. All right. As you're going to see when I show you this video from Wig's webinar. Yes, that's right. I have the information. And so with that all being said, you have to pay attention to these false prophets who are amongst us. And many of them look like us because the ones that we fall prey to in our community are the ones who look like us. And that's just what it is. And Wig is one. And that's why I'm exposing her. Some of you people get mad and upset and say, oh, I'm being petty. Well, I don't care what you think. I don't. And you should know that by now. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because as I said, if Wig had done her prison time for the fraud and scams that she did so many years ago, about 10 years ago, and just changed her life, that's one thing. And give an atonement, that's one thing. But she continues to conduct fraudulent scams that are legal. They're just not the kind that can get her sent to prison. She's learned how to hustle and con people legally, selling you fake ATM cards, selling you keys and saying that they can unlock your DNA and put you in touch with ancestors. That's all fraud and that's a scam, okay? Whether some of you want to accept it or not, that's absolutely what it is. And I told you, she posts all these pictures like it's a testimony, all these pictures of herself with money in the air, like she's balling out of control, like she's making it rain all over herself, and to make you foolishly think that you too can have all that cash if you just come to her webinar for a small fee of $144. Please, Wig, make it all make sense. Now, you should know common sense and critical skills that you use. You should know that the only reason she has all that money to throw up in the air is because of the people that are giving it to her for these hopes and dreams that she's giving them that are absolutely not going to come to fruition. When they do, they will come because of you and the Most High. And at the end of the day, each of us on our spiritual journey, that's a journey, that's a journey that we have to take by ourselves. What do I always tell you on my channel? You have to do the work. I've always told you that. You have to do the work. Now, I can give you consultations. You can come and sit down and I can talk to you for a consultation for 30 minutes or an hour. But at the end of the day, I tell you, you have to do the work. You have to say the affirmations. You have to pray to the ancestors. You have to pray to the Most High. You have to visualize things that you want. You have to manifest your destiny. You have to watch your words because we cast spells with words. I tell you these things because you have to do it. I cannot do it for you. And I've also told you just what this woman said. I've told you that if you get caught up with someone always lending you a helping hand, someone always doing the work for you, then what will you do if that person leaves? What if that person dies, God forbid? What will you do? You have to be self-sufficient. You have to learn to do for self, right? I mean, didn't we all learn as kids? And I've told you this before. God helps those who help themselves. Now, I find it so interesting that people still fall for these false prophets who have them thinking that the only way to get what you want and what you need is through giving them cash so they can do the work for you. No one can do the work for you, beloveds. The work can only be done for you, by you, and with the aid of the Most High and the ancestors. But you have to do it. You have to reach out to the ancestors. You have to reach out to the Most High. I can't do it for you. If I'm reaching out to ancestors, it'll be my own ancestors for my own benefit. That's just what it is. So let me continue. And like she said, it's ridiculous. Let me put my spectacles back on. I'm going to fast forward a little bit. Now, as you can see, the name of her channel, ancestral underscore DNA underscore codes. Okay, established in 2003. Now, when did Wig start talking about this stuff? I believe it was probably sometime last year, a few months ago. Established in 2003. Our cosmic melanin is the cure. I healed myself of every sickness in my body, she says. You can heal yourself. Zero fees. Zero fees. Zero fees. Not $144, not $157, not $222. No, like wig charges, zero fees. Now, y'all gonna learn today, and I don't care who's mad. The truth will be told. Pay attention. Now, this is just some items that she sells. So I'm gonna move on from here. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sitting here just going in. I'm sorry. I'm sitting here just going in and forgot to share the screen. Hold on. Let me put the screen back up so you all can see it. This woman says zero fees. Now, let me scroll back. There we go. Okay, now you all can see it. Now, I want y'all to pay attention. Let me go back to the title of her page. You see that? Ancestral codes or ancestral DNA codes. That's the name of her Instagram channel. And if you look at the top, it says established in 2003. Talks about the cosmic melanin and all of that. And says that it costs zero fees. And that you can heal yourself. Pay attention. You don't need Wig to sit there and chant over water. You don't need her friend Terrain Hicks to sell you magical volcanic coffee that came from a volcano that was in fact a virgin because it never been touched. You don't need him to do any of those things. You see that right there? All you have to do is go to this woman's channel, follow her, whatever, and I'm sure she can help you out. Ancestral DNA codes. So with that all being said, hold on, let's go to the next receipt. I'm going to stop the share because I'm here to make it all make sense. Y'all know that's what I do. I'll make it all make sense. Now, here is the next video. So let me share my screen again. Like Reggie said, sexual coffee. Right, that's what it sounded like the way he was talking, honey. Okay, here it is. Let me enlarge this. Ancestors, nature, the universe, and spirit. And you see the title. It says, Vicki X Dillard, you are 100% guilty. Your webinar is a ripoff of Jesse Bellina. Y'all see the title, right? And so let me continue. Now let me put on my glasses so I can see what this says. Okay, so it says someone named Meloid or Melanie Sims said Vicki X Dillard took what this lady here teaches and sold it to the blind yesterday. I saw the screenshots of this lady, Jessie Bellina, tagging her under D.L. Hughley's post and Vicki responding back months ago. I also found this business owner personal Facebook page, and she made plenty of comments under Vicki's post. People are calling Vicki out for stealing her teachings and selling it at her webinar yesterday. After doing my research, Vicki is a complete fraud for stealing from this lady. Vicki said on her YouTube video she never heard of this business. We working to expose Vicki the fraud. I mean, she even had us coming with a list of their ancestors. Talking about if you don't have it, still come. I mean, word for word to what this business says over and over. Alchemy and spiritual revelations, my ace. She goes with what will bring her money. If you are not familiar with Michi X on YouTube, go and find her. Then Vicki talks about gay folks and her family member that is the moderator is gay. They steal people's ideas, and they even went behind Michi's back and purchased her email address. Just look at the recording. I sent you, Jesse. Just look at the recording I sent you, Jesse, and tell me that is not what you teach. Vicki is always talking about Black people not calling their friends out. She's always talking about Black people not calling their friends out. Has she called out Dr. Boyce? He has, and is doing some strange things. Now, this is not what the Queen is saying, honey. This is what someone is saying on Jessie Bellina's page. Okay, now here's some comments, I guess, that people are leaving. Here's what somebody says on the comments. Someone named Balls Life ET44. They respond to the lady Melody Sims and they say, "You just finding out Vicki is a fraud? She talks about everyone else. As soon as someone say something about her dry weave on her head, she goes screaming out curly braids. Sis, that's braided in weave. That makes her feel good about herself instead of using tracks. She braided not even an inch of hair. It looks terrible. She's in the seminar telling women their hair don't matter. Anything to go along with her justifying all that weave in her head. She calls everybody funny looking, but got more head than she got body. Bobblehead Vicki. Instead of the key, she should be selling bobbleheads. Y'all remember the keys that she's selling? That's what they're talking about. Said instead of the keys, she should be selling bobbleheads. Don't give people a doll or something. Don't give people a doll, give them a bobblehead. If you see her jailhouse picture, you will see why Victor wears weave. No, she didn't call her weave. And then she says, I Am Love 777 is her flunky. She uses celebrities for her come up. Her breaking news comes from the white news. Hell, if it wasn't for the white social media platform she goes live on, then what? Baby girl, I see how you copy and pasting your style. I see how she copy and pasting your style. I just supported your business. I promise you her day of exposure is coming. Her and many more. Keep handling your business and moving how you are. Don't give her your energy. Someone shoot me those screenshots. Now, y'all still want to try to say the queen is hating? Y'all can miss me with it. Okay? Y'all can miss me with it. I'm just saying. At the end of the day, these people is calling her out, honey. Calling her out. That's all I'm saying. Now, hold on. Because the chat appears to be frozen. So let me pull it up on my phone. So I can see what y'all have to say. This is also nefarious. So I can see what y'all have to say. Let me turn this down. Well, somebody said, Lord of mercy. She's a whole chameleon, says the silverback. Alexa says, we need the mugshot pictures. Y'all are a mess. Uakata says, between Taharka Bay and Queen Amadaya, a scammer ain't getting away with Nathan. Michelle Thomas said, Barbie's hair looked way better than Wig's dry braids. Y'all are something else, honey. Wopa said, I wonder if her husband was part of that men's hair club. Sounds like a great pair. Lamarcus says her wig is like popcorn seeds. Step 1, place wig seeds in microwave. Step 2, cook on a high 30 minutes. Step 3, take wig out. Let stand before placing on your scalp. Her braid is clearly cooked. I absolutely cannot. Sally D says, it was at this moment Wig knew she had wigged up. Sally D, thank you for your contribution to the channel. I absolutely cannot. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. You should absolutely be ashamed of yourselves. Now, anyway, so let me play this. Thank you, Ashley Beloved, for the Cash App. So listen, let me say this. Now, without further ado, since I have in fact let you all hear that they're saying that Wig absolutely stole this woman's ancestral DNA and extraterrestrial melanin codes and all that, now I'm going to play for you, and I'm going to share my screen so you can see this, an excerpt from her webinar. And I may be fast forward because I think it's like 15 minutes long. But as I said, one of her subscribers or former, sent this to me. Okay, so everyone, please like and share. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Thank you in advance. Let me see here. Hold on, beloveds. Don't forget to follow the Queen on Instagram at QueenAShakur. You can also follow the QueenAShakur fan page and follow me on Twitter at DGoddess27. Okay, let me go back to the regular font on this channel. Okay, here we go. This is all Southern Ferris. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all like this. You know, when I started, I didn't know some of these things that people have been sending me, just so you all know. And so here it is.
Universe. Somebody say I'm the planet. Somebody say I'm the creator. Somebody say I'm the answer. With all loving kindness, when I use the bell, even when I use the hammer, when you study the word hammer, especially in science, the hammer is said to be a force amplifier. So when you hit the hammer, I'm not a nut, it's sound. And when I'm making a...
Now I want y'all to pay attention. I believe she charged $144 for this that y'all about to listen to. So pay attention.
Point, when I hit the gavel in the spirit realm, I'm amplifying the force of what I'm saying. So when people see Vicki's words as irresistible, and even when they're offended by my words, it's because of the God in my mouth doing the work through me, and I know how to amplify it in part. When I'm using the bell is used in ancient practices, and it tends to summon what they would say were deities. Do you understand? You have a better understanding of what
someone said, what does she have on? Well, that's a garter belt on her head. That is a garter belt, okay? For all the money she's going to snatch, I suppose. I don't know, but that's clearly a garter belt on her head.
That is, none of this should make you fear. This is about sound. Sound is energy. Sound is oscillating pressure that summons and pulls things in. Spirit knows my language. So right now, dear family, I want to first and foremost let you know that we're in a universal meeting, and with us right now are different energetic spiritual entities on multiple planes. I have met with some of these before, and their effects have been indelible. They're with us now. Now I invoke my ancestors to 12 generations on both my mother and father's sides, and those of all of the hundreds and hundreds, to God be the glory, of registrants that are here live watching with us now, and the others that purchased it that are going to watch the replay later. Angels, archangels, and archaias. Archaias are female archangels. I don't have time to get into that. Ascended masters, doctors of the sky. We invoke now diverse benevolent spirits and energies, a part of our spiritual high court. We welcome you now to engage in this healing process on behalf. I'm going to say some words here that I have to mute because I'm not supposed to say it out loud.
This may be when she called up demons for all they know.
We welcome you. We welcome you to engage in this high meeting. I say now as I hit the gavel in the spirit. I say now, I say now, I say now, I say now that I've invoked these benevolent energies, now that I've invoked these benevolent spirits, I say now in the spirit realm for this high assembly, all rise.
Now I'm going to fast forward.
Seems like a sound and energy. Sound, family, the word, the Om sound in particular. There are many sounds, but I was only instructed to use the Om sound 3 times. The Om sound is the universal sound of creation. It is what's known as the primordial sound. So even when you don't understand it, please understand that this is what's happening. I want to release this into your cells. I want you to close your eyes. I want you to imagine these words reaching the inner parts of your bone marrow where blood is made, your pelvic area, your breast bone, your breastbone area, as well as your spinal cord area. I want you to use your eyes. Remember, your imagination is not nothing. This is downloads that you're getting from the spirit. We're creators. And so what we're doing now is powerful. So you need to imagine the blood in those areas that I just mentioned. Please close your eyes as I repeat these sounds. Please pull your ancestor's name now. please have your ancestors that you know. And for those of you that don't know the ancestors on your mother, father side, as everybody else is speaking the name of their ancestors that they're aware of, I want you to say your name and say to the unknown ancestors, wherever you are, wherever you may be, repeat after me. Now we're dealing with the paternal side or your father's side. Get the 2 or 3 names you have now for your father's side. We now invoke the ancestors to 12 generations on our father's side. And we now speak the name of, please fill in the blank, family, with your 3 ancestor names on your father's side. Please say it again. We now invoked our ancestors of 12 generations on our father's side. Say their names again, please. 3rd time. We now invoke on our father's side to 12 generations, the ancestors. Please say the names that you know. And I stand in the gap for the unknown ancestors as well. To activate yourself in our blood for the highest and greatest purposes. We now invoke the 12 ancestors on our mother's sides, our maternal sides. Please prepare the names for your mother's side.
I'm going to fast forward, family.
3rd time, we now invoke the 12 generations, our ancestors on our mother's side. We speak your name now. The Ancient of Days, that deep, dark inner space, that black matter, that stuff of all creation that by us and through us was not anything made that was made. Our favor, our resources, our connection. The word Ashe is not just take a deep breath, family, to breathe it in, receive it on the inside. You might experience some different emotions, some pain, some triggers. It's an inside job. We do magic over logic here. But know that the word.
I want y'all to pay attention right here, beloveds. I want y'all to pay attention. I'll go back. I want you all to pay attention. She said, we do magic over here, magic over logic. That's very important because let me read something to you. Remember that I told you she was using the 27th law of power. Now listen to this. She said magic over logic. I'm sorry, you should never use anything over logic, all right, when it comes to thinking and making choices and decisions. Now listen to this. This is the 27th law of power from the book, The 48 Laws of Power. And it says, people have an overwhelming desire to believe in something. Now become the focal point of such desires by offering them a cause, a new faith to follow. Keep your words vague but full of promise. Emphasize enthusiasm over rationality and clear thinking. She's literally quoting this. She said we emphasize magic over logic. And in the book, it says, emphasize enthusiasm over rationality and clear thinking. She doesn't want you to use logic because you wouldn't fall for her BS. She doesn't want you to use clear thinking and rationality because you wouldn't fall for her BS. Pay attention, honey. Now, give your new disciples rituals to perform. That's what that was. Ask them to make sacrifices on your behalf. The sacrifice is what they paid to come there. In the absence of organized religion and grand causes, your new belief system will bring you untold power. I rest my case. Let me continue. Fast forward a little bit. Hold on. There was one part where she talked about going back to the future. Hold on. Let me go back. Oh, I'm sorry. I am so sorry, beloveds. I am so sorry. I actually. Okay, the share went off. We couldn't hear anything. Let me put the share back up, honey. I'm sorry. I'm sitting here looking at it, and because the chat is not moving, I didn't realize you all could see it. Let me go back to that. Okay, because you all needed to see that. All right. Here we go. Let me make sure you all can see. Okay, there you go.
That's what the life, that's what the Ashe is. The Ashe is life force. Now within your cells, I declare to unlock the scroll within, unlock your inner wisdom, unlock your inner genius. I unlock your inner wisdom. I unlock your inner genius now. I'm rewriting the programming of your cells by my tongue. According to Psalm 45, it says a secret that my tongue is like the pen of a ready writer. So I'm rewriting it by my tongue now. And so it is.
Now I'm going to fast forward, beloveds.
I see the energetic flow and current going out through the world.
Hold on.
Some different emotions, some pain, some triggers. It's an inside job. We do magic over logic here. But know that the work is done. The work is sealed. I felt the ancestors rejoicing. I see the energetic flow and current going out through the world. And please know they know we know. But greater is the spirit that's in you than the spirit that's in the world. I'm going to say that again. That's a spiritual text. I'm giving you the real meaning of scripture, family, because they made you believe that this was just about one man when it's really about you. John 4:4 says, ye are of God, little children, and have overcome them, because greater is he, or as another translation more accurately says, greater is the spirit that's in you than the spirit that's in the world. We're in our finest hour. I have kept you for many hours, and I thank you so much for your patience. I have so much to give. I'm looking forward to connecting with you. We now invoke on our father's side to 12 generations. As we activate, Our ancestors on our mother's side, we speak your name now. Our benevolent ancestors, we activate your essence. We activate now. Our bloodline, we've cleared our bloodline. Now we empower our ancestors to 12 generations on our mother and father's side to activate on the inside of us now. Somebody say, so it is. Somebody say, Ashe. Somebody say, thank you. Somebody say, it is done. Somebody say, Amen. Somebody say, amen. Whatever your sacred words that you use to seal a prayer or petition, please say it now. To the universal Black melanin family, the Ancient of Days, that deep, dark inner space, that Black matter, that stuff of all creation, that by us and through us was not anything made that was made. We call back, we remember, we reattach our ancestral body parts now. The parts.
All right. I absolutely cannot. So there you have it, beloveds. Okay. Aboriginal Copper Sun's energy says, send them curses back. Let me tell y'all something. Concern said, Queen, you are the best. Thank you, beloved. Robin said, how much was it? $144, I do believe. So with that all being said, listen. Aboriginal woman, thank you for your very kind and generous donation, beloved. Peace, love, and blessings to you. Let me say this. So I'm sorry that I was sitting up here looking at it, honey. I was all into it, and I didn't realize I wasn't sharing. So please forgive me. I absolutely cannot. Hold on. Mr. Hotel says, y'all head over to iTunes and go purchase the new hit by the Royals called I'm Blinded by the Wig. It's a hit, y'all. Hold on to your wigs, beloveds. Mr. Hotel, I cannot with you. Thank you for your contribution. Peace, love, and blessings. Dan says, I forgive you, Queen. Thank you, beloved. John Causey says, Queen Amadai, you was getting a good look. You was so sad about it. I was sad. And let me tell you something, beloved. Let me tell you something. I sit up here and crack jokes, but listen, sometimes we have to laugh to keep from crying. Now, I want to tell you all this. I told you all, for those of you that didn't understand, when I said to you that the Most High told me to expose her, y'all thought I was joking. Some of y'all probably thought I was clout chasing because somebody said that in the comment section. I'm not clout chasing. The Most High did tell me to expose her. Now, I have had the information and receipts and the goods on her for well over a year and a half. I never said anything. Now, when I found out what she was doing these sexual rituals and all that stuff, the Most High called upon me to expose it. Whether you want to believe that or not, I know what my assignment was. Okay, I understood the assignment. And I also told you all that the ancestors came to me in a dream, my native Cherokee ancestors, and did a smudging ritual over me. And they put flowers in my hair and shell necklaces around my neck. And they said, go and spread the word. You must keep telling the truth. And so I did what I was told. And let me just prove to y'all something that I said to you. I told you all that when I was sitting here pondering of why these people believe these foolish things that she says, why do they fall for these kinds of things and these lies and deceit? And it came to me, as I told you, the Most High said the answer is right in front of you. It's in a book. And I looked at my bookshelf and I thought to myself, the rule by secrecy. And the Most High said, no, it's the 48 laws of power. And then I'm thinking to myself, which law of power is it? I'm going to have to read through all of these to figure out which one she's using. But when I picked up the book, which I told you I've had for well over a decade or so, and this book is kind of ragged, and as you can see, the cover is even missing, and some of the pages are missing. But if you can see, the first law was the 27th law of power. That's the one that she's using. That's the one that I have read to you numerous of times. That's the one that I just read to you. It started with the 27th law of power. Now, y'all don't think the Most High gave this to me? I don't know what to tell you, but I don't have to make you believe. I know what my assignment is. Just like Wig said she knows what her assignment is, but I don't think me and her got our assignments from the same master, okay? From the same creator. I got mine from the one and only Most High Creator, the creator of the universe, right? I don't know where she got hers from. I don't know where she got hers from. All right, that's all I'm gonna say about that. So anyway, Christy loves One Love says, "Thank you, Queen. You're welcome, beloved." Now, so with that all being said, John said she was invoking spirits. Yes, she absolutely was. Now, what part of the game is that when it comes to spirituality and what our ancestors did? You see, here's what I told you all. For those of you who missed the live that I did on my spiritual channel, Queen Amadaya TV, More Than Meets the Third Eye, for those of you who missed the very pertinent live stream that I did maybe a week or two ago, where I talked about the difference between channeling and conjuring. What she was doing was conjuring up spirits. That's what you do when you work with magic, i.e. witchcraft. She even said it. We use magic. We use magic over logic. That's what she said. So conjuring is not what the Most High wants us to do. You see, when you conjure, you invoke and you use incantations. When you channel, that's something you don't even have to do. If you're channeling the Holy Spirit, right? That just happens. You don't have to go and start saying things for it to happen. It just happens. You can't help yourself. So there's a distinct difference. But hold on. Now I want you all to hear this. I hate my chat. It's not moving because I'm going to need to use this phone for a second because I need to let you all hear this audio. And then I'll go back to my chat. But I want you all to hear this audio from a video where this woman said that my chat, and this was from a year ago. I want you to pay attention because she's going to repeat what I said about I could have exposed her a long time ago. Because a year ago when she did this video, she said that I threatened to expose her, just like I told y'all I did. But I never did. I was just merely telling her that so she'd shut up and stop dropping subliminals. Pay attention. I'm going to play this for you. Everyone get those likes up, please. Please like, share, and subscribe. Now, y'all can see in that webinar clip, she was talking about the ancestors and activating DNA, just like that woman's page. And that woman has been teaching that since 2003. And she's talking about getting downloads. That wasn't a download. The only thing she downloaded was that woman's work. All right? So anyway, oh, and also, you all wanted to see, somebody was asking to see her mugshot. Well, I don't have her mugshot, but I do have a picture from when she was in prison. So I'll show that. Now, the Most High didn't tell me to do this. He also didn't tell me to call her wig. The Most High only wanted me to expose her so that I would prevent further religious Christian people, good people of good faith, from going down a dark road of witchcraft and conjuring up things. That's why the Most High wanted me to expose her. Now, all this other stuff, I'm just doing this on my own. I'm not even going to try to blame that on the Most High, honey, okay? This stuff, showing her mugshot, calling her wig, cracking the jokes, that's all my own doing. But hey, the Most High does know that the queen is petty. All right? The Most High knows that the queen is petty, so. Okay, here we go. Likes up, everyone. Please like and share. There's the picture when she was in prison for whoever was asking to see it. All right. Now, with that all being said, without further ado, let's listen to this. Need to put my spectacles back on. Let's listen to this audio from where this woman did a video that I thought was so hilarious, where she said, Queen Amadaya, hold on. She did two that I'll play. The first one says, Queen Amadaya's chat roast Vicki Dillard. Now, this was from a year ago. Okay.
Hey, I'm Nicole Tyler, a.k.a. Sexy Queen and Ruler. Okay, let me just show y'all my little Let me tell y'all, I'm sitting here, doing my little bracelet. Y'all know I have my little issues with, my health and everything, okay?
Hold on. Let me pause this so I can go to the chat and see if you all can actually hear. If you all, make sure you all can hear this. Is my chat moving? Hold on. Okay, looks like the chat's back moving. Okay, shout out to the chat. Okay, so listen.
Doing my bracelets, I dedicated my little day. I said I got to get serious with my bracelet baking, okay? I told y'all yesterday, I'm doing my bracelets. bracelets. It helps me and everything, right? So I said, I'm going to do my little bracelets. I'm going to do them non-stop, right? So I just been straight up doing my bracelets. I haven't even eaten no food or anything. I just been doing my bracelets. I'm sitting here watching Queen Amidaya show, right? She's on now. And they just out of the now, hold on, let me start from the beginning. Now y'all know Kwame Brown has been in the news. He's been all on ESPN and he is ruling YouTube now, right? He's ruling YouTube now, right? Okay, so y'all know he did a video today talking about Boyce Watkins because Boyce Watkins did an hour-long show talking about Kwame. So Kwame Brown done got a little attitude about it because he's like, look, dude, I don't even know you. Why the hell you doing a video on me? You're supposed to be this business guy, this business guru, and I'm basketball guy. Why the hell you doing a video on me? So, he said he went in today on Boyce. It was a nice little read. He's like basically, please leave me alone, okay? He said, don't just leave me alone. Stop using my name, making money off my name. Leave me alone. So I'm watching Queen Amidaya doing my business, doing my little presence. Look, y'all, I am working hard over here on my little bracelet. Look at y'all. I am working hard as hell over here, just doing my bracelet, trying not to cry and everything else. Y'all know I have a whole lot of stuff going on with my health and everything. I can stand depressed. And next thing I know, they start roasting Vicki Dillard. I'm just sitting here, I'm like, hold on, am I hearing what I think I'm hearing? They start roasting Vicki Dillard. Hey, I said she the girl with the curly wig. Start roasting her scalp. Start roasting, saying they had to unsubscribe because all that coughing of the mucus. She need to eat. She's skinny. I'm just sitting here in shock, because I've been watching these people for about 6 to 7 months, right? And so I was watching Vicki Dillard because I watch her on a regular too. Y'all know I done prayed for the woman. My eyebrows always mess up. I done prayed for her and everything because I know Vicki Dillard be sick, right? So and I don't know neither one. I don't know these people. But I was listening to Vicki and it seemed like she sent out a subliminal message hating on her sister. And I was saying to myself, are you hating on a sister for real? Because we're supposed to be black first and we're trying not to be hating on it.
I want to stop right there. What did she say? She said Vicki Dillard throwing out subliminals, hating on the sister. Who the sister she was hating on? Queen. That's right, Queen Amidaya. So for all y'all V-Hive members, V-Keeper members, hashtag Vicki Nation, who's sitting up here trying to say I'm hating, honey, Vicki been hating on the Queen since I hit YouTube. All right? Miss me with it. Now, this video is from a year ago at least. Now, this woman says she was throwing subliminals because some of y'all can't catch the subliminals, so y'all don't know who she's talking about, or y'all just want to overlook it and act like I'm just starting to mess with her. Honey, anytime I said her name on my live, it was because she said something first. Period. Let me continue.
We're supposed to be loving each other, and here the hell you are, sending subliminal shots to somebody. So I thought in my mind that she was sending subliminal shots to Queen Amidaya, but I said, no, we supposed to be B1. We better than that. Because I'm a black woman too, okay, even though I don't come on here that often. But I'm like, we doing our little thing, we B1 and we trying to, put the reparations talk out there. We trying to, invoke the spirit of virtues to the young black women, and and they talk about what's going on in the news, was talking about police shootings, black Congress and everything. But back Kwame dogging out Boyce Watkins, it went into Vicki Dillard and the other little lady. I think she's Lioness. I think is she with Boyce Watkins too? Because they went in on her, but they let her slide. She's in the new Buck Breaking DVDs movie. Y'all want to get that? I'm still gonna promote that. And they all started roasting Vicki Dillard. I said, oh my God, I had to stop my damn bracelets and come to y'all. I am in shock. They said that Vicki Dillard be hating on Queen Amidaya. Now, Queen Amidaya, I know you don't know me. Vicki Dillard, you don't know me, but God knows I be praying for you on the low, because I know you had all of your organs, and, you be saying stuff going on with your organs, and I be praying for you on the low. But look here, ladies, now, y'all chat. Now, I don't want to look here. If y'all look, I don't want to come back and hear Vicki Dillard go in and a Queen Amadaya because I'm gonna come back and go live. Okay, I surely am. I'm gonna come back and go live because both of y'all are grown. Both of y'all are queens. Okay, both of y'all got nice channels and y'all speaking up for black rights and black liberation and every damn thing. And don't nobody need to hear y'all going back and forth. Now, Queen Amadaya, you know I love you. I don't know you, but I love you. But I'm gonna tell you this. I know you would get a good kiki off the chat because sometimes when the chat be roasted, it be funny. They were roasting Vicki Dillard. I didn't even go in there to see the chat because I was like, this is gonna be too terrible for me. I said I just listened to her read off the damn roasting gags off the chat. The chat was roasting Vicki Dillard. I am just in shock. I said, oh my God. I said maybe she gonna get ready to get off the air. She kept on to gave at least 5 or 10 more extra minutes. I said, oh Lord. I said, look here, queens, y'all, both of y'all. If y'all see this video, I'm sexy clean. Don't try to roast me because I can roast good when I want to. Okay, don't play with me. I'm cool right now. I'm focusing on me. Okay, look here. Neither one of y'all don't go there. Okay. Now, Vicki, your chat, I don't know if you laugh now or what because I was watching Queen. Vicki chat, do not roast Queen Amadaya in her chat. Y'all, let's go to mutual corners before I'm sure people gonna run over there because that's what happens on YouTube. Y'all know I've been through on YouTube. People who know Nicole Taylor is the queen of moderators leaving me. Had to lay out my moderators. I had to call the police twice. I had my life threatened about.
Okay, now I'm gonna let that go. I'm gonna go to the next video. She did another video too. And let me say this. She said Vicki's chat don't roast Queen Amadaya. No, they don't. Because some of her subscribers follow me, for one, and for two, what could they absolutely, possibly roast me about? I'm sorry. They don't have any reason to roast the queen. That's all I'm saying. Now listen to this one. This video is titled,
She was saying she gonna drop it.
This video is titled, Queen Amadaya has had enough of Vicki Dillard. That's what it's called. Queen Amadaya has had enough of Vicki Dillard. And yes, I have. So this came out a year ago. All right, pay attention.
Your information, 2021.
Okay.
My man, Mr. Nicole Taylor's man, is you talking about the queen, and I was very shocked and kind of disappointed at you.
Hold on, let me start back.
Tyler was listening to your girl, Miss Queen Amadaya. I watched Queen Amadaya. I love her show. It's because of her show and a lot of shows like hers that where I get a lot of my real news from, because a lot of times they do not put our news on the major networks like Fox and CNN, MSNBC, and all these kinds of things. A lot of times when they do promote us, somehow there's always a backsmack at the end of the story. You know, they always try to, they come with a soft story, and then at the end of the piece, somehow we end up deserving it on their part. That's because a lot of them are part of the white elitists, the white supremacists, and this is their construct. This is their kingdom. If you read the Bible always talking about the end of this kingdom and the beginning of that kingdom. It tells you in the Bible that Esau is the end and Jacob is the beginning.
Let me fast forward a little bit.
So it took the queen a long time to react in her video, okay? And Queen Amadaya, if you see this video, what I want to say to you sometimes it's best not to read your chat because your chat will get you in trouble. It will get you in trouble every time. That's one thing y'all see. I don't want the people who's in my chat. It ain't that many people anymore, but that's not right because y'all know the people in heaven are watching this the whole time. But a lot of times you have a lot of trolls coming to these chats just to interrupt your chat because they don't want you to put out that good information and uprise your people or give your people any positive reinforcement or let them know their gifts of the Most High. A lot of them, they want you to be negative, and they will come in your chat, those trolls, disguised, some on white and some on black. I said it. And maybe mostly white. I said it. I don't know because they are trolls, okay? But this is just what I'm saying. This is just what I think. And so I think that they come in some of these people's chats. They even come in mine and I only had that many people watching, okay? And they even come in mine and try to disrupt me. So these people came into Queen's chat, said some things about Vicki She went in on you, your hair. She said you was in the hospital. You know, you got a bloody IV hanging out. Who does that? You're always clout chasing. You're always trolling people on Twitter. And it would be, that may be true because I watch your show and you're always on Twitter some kind of way. You get blocked. And then you come and let us know that you done got blocked. And I always was thinking when I watch you, Vicki, like, how in the world this woman keep getting blocked? And I'm thinking, are these your friends at first? And then all of a sudden you say something against them and then you get blocked. I never put that together. But Queen said that you be trolling these people and you go ahead on and subscribe to them so that you can get blocked so that you can have something to talk about, okay? And I'm thinking, is that true or is that not true? Now, it's kind of true, because you do come on your show and say that somebody blocked you. But this is the thing, Vicki, when you say people done blocked you, you already know these people are step infections. So I don't know why you be being their friends in a damn way. I don't know why you want to go on their site and jump, follow them anyway. If they know that you there, and then you're going to come at them, and then they're going to block you. So it's like, do you be asking for trouble, and then when you get trouble, you make money off the trouble? Is that what you're doing? I don't know. You ain't got to respond to me because that's just the way it seems, and that's the way Miss Queen Amadaya is saying that's what you be doing. So, hey, if that's what your fans like, you got to give your fans what they want. If they want you to troll, get blocked, and then come and feed them the information, hey, you got to do you. You got to make your money the way you got to make your money, sis. But anyway, Queen Amadaya was saying that you do those things and that she actually was on the same network as you. I think that network, Better World or Better something with Boyce Watkins. And she said that y'all were working together. She said that she even gave you a compliment, said it was because of you. Why she even started, I guess she really liked you then. And she said that you just been jealous and coming at her every damn since. Now, both of you all do a great job. Both of you all do a great job because if you did a sucky damn job, I wouldn't even watch. Okay. Now, Queen also brought up Kwame Brown. Said that Kwame Brown gave Michi, who I've only watched one time. She was cool, but my spirit just didn't, I just couldn't get with her. I wasn't feeling her like that. I think she does a great show and everything. It's just that some people you connect with, some people you don't. Believe that or not. Some people are relatable, some people, just not. So Michi just was not relatable to me. She was cool, she's good though. Y'all can subscribe to her as well. But it appears that Kwame Brown gave Michi a shout out, and Vicki had something to say about that, saying that her and Michi, I guess they don't get along, and that he giving her a shout out had something to do with Vicki. I don't know how Vicki had twisted this up. I don't know, but anyway, I just think that Vicki, if you have some type of issue, because you are in your 40s, I believe, and I think Queen is in her 40s. Y'all know I'm 49 and getting ready to be 50 this damn year. Get into it. And I think that, this is 2021. A lot has happened. Just go ahead on and, y'all, you don't have to call if you don't want to. I mean, you've been doing it on video, and I really agree with doing things on video. If you start on video, you end on video. That's what I really believe. And I think that if you feel like you have a little problem with Queen, that is how you solve things. That's how you solve things. We don't need no police. We don't need no mental health therapist. You just say, I think A, B, C, D, E. Yes, it had got on my nerves. It made me mad. I thought you were trying to steal my shine. It can't be nobody but me. And let the Queen say, well, okay, girl, I ain't trying to steal your shine. I ain't doing nothing like you. You stealing my catchphrases and then saying I'm stealing your catchphrases and all this stuff that, one is saying about the other. Okay? Just go ahead on and put it on out there, Vicki, whatever the problems is. And I would rather you do that because I've been watching your show. And you go in on a lot of the people on Twitter, some of these bootlicks that you...
Now, I want y'all to really listen to this part. I want y'all really to listen to this part because she's going to reiterate exactly what I've been saying. She said Vicki goes in on people on her show, right? Pay attention.
All of them, and you go in on them and you name them for what you name them. You name drop these people. So I don't know if you kind of a little, being a little whack, right now for not calling out Queen. If you have an issue with the Queen, I don't see you, holding back when it comes to the Queen. You just being subliminal. you start, it should be the way you finish. If you're gonna be calling people out, don't be just call the person out. You know, that's what gets me in trouble. But at least everybody damn know the go call out. You know, I ain't say this person that or they wear this. You know, this person is their name because I'm a grown woman. I'm gonna stand on all my two legs and I'm gonna say what I gotta say. And can't nobody stop me if this the way I feel. So I feel like Vicki. If anybody sent her the video, you need to just come on and tell Queen what it is. So Queen was like, and then the thing is, both of y'all said y'all the queen of receipts, okay? Now, Queen said she got the evidence on you, okay? She said type in CROWE and on you and how you done scam black people, okay? Now, this is what Queen said. Now, I did not know that you had allegedly scammed any black people and that you had spent 60 months in jail, in prison. I did not know that. Now, I do know that you do talk about prison, but from what I gather, Vicki, is when you're talking about prison, I'm thinking you almost went to prison, but you didn't go. So I don't know. It's kind of I would have to do homework, and I don't think I need to do no real homework checking on you and see if you went to prison. I will not be doing that, okay? I got better things to do. Okay, I'm still making my bracelets, okay, and I'm doing well, okay. I sell my bracelets $7 to $10, okay. I make necklaces and I make earrings too. Yes, I do. I'm doing okay with that. That keeps me, not going insane while I'm dealing with my health issues. Okay. So I would not be looking up that stuff, Vicki, on you. But I think that, Amadiah said that she got some receipts and you don't want her to drop those receipts, okay. Now, I just think that if you picking this fight, you need to be a real woman and say what the damn problem is, because it is annoying when you're trying to do a show and then you want to you be interactive with your chat and you want to call them out, say hello, you want to read their comments, and then while you're reading the comment, you look over there and see something about somebody and said this about you, blah blah blah. And it does interrupt the flow, and it does get on your damn nerve. And guess what? We say things a lot of times, we just up and blurt them on out.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop right there. So y'all heard it. She said she listened to me and Vicki equally, and she said that Vicki was throwing subliminals. She said that twice on both videos. She said she was throwing subliminals. Another thing is there's a guy, a man. I don't remember his name. Maybe I'll play the audio from his video tomorrow, but he too was talking about me and Wig and Michi. And I do believe that he also said that Wig throws subliminals. So, it looks like me and Michi are the troublemakers sometimes because we are very verbal, right? We say what we want to say and we don't have to throw subliminals. We just come out and say your name. And that's what Pisces do. And we're both Pisces. Tasha K also is a Pisces. She does the same thing. But Wig, like she said, is weak sauce. Now, she can call it all these other names, Joy Reid, Swollen Martin, and all of them, but she won't say our names. And she does that. I'm going to tell y'all why she does it. I'm going to tell y'all the main reason I feel like she does it. Sister Queen, Vicki's ancestors are Dewey, Cheatham, and Huey, or How. Thank you, beloved. Thank you for your contribution and your insight to the topic. Peace, love, and blessings to you. Now, here's what I think. I think that she never says our names because she knows that when she's throwing these subliminals, that me and Michi are going to get upset and we're going to respond. And so when we respond, we're going to do so aggressively and we're going to say her name. That then makes certain people who don't know who she's talking about or who don't even catch the subliminals, that makes them think that me and Michi are the troublemakers. But let me play for you some of the subliminals that Wig just did recently. And they weren't about me or Michi, but just to prove my point that she does, in fact, throw subliminals at people, and that's throwing rocks and hide your hands, like Nikki Tyler also said. Okay, so let's get into it, because here we go. And I can't show the video, but I'm going to play the audio.
Folks will find us, and how many of you all know that we who are legitimately a part of the Black grassroots community, a phrase that we mostly use here on the Vicki Show, the Black grassroots, #BGR, talk black to me. Those of us who are for real about this Black grassroots life, this B1 for real life, talk black to me. Not the fakers and the frauds, God did that. Not those who are attacking the mouthpiece that loves you. Not those that are lying and slandering. Somebody black, talk black.
tell me she don't throw subliminals. Who y'all think she's talking about when she says the black grassroots? We know who she's talking about. Clearly, Angel Love, because Angel has changed the Vicki Dillard fan page because Vicki asked her to change the name, and it's now called BGR Headquarters. So she's clearly talking about that was the name that they used mostly on the Vicki show and all of that. The real B1, the real black grassroots, not these fakers and frauds. When she's talking about fakers and frauds, she's talking about me because she's already said that the documents that I've shown are fraudulent. So she continues. That's why I'm doing this video, because I wasn't even going to talk about her today. In fact, I was going to talk about Kodak Black and the fact that he got arrested for drugs and a few other things. But because she continues to talk and spew her subliminals, that's what I did. And so with that all being said, this is where we are. Okay? This is where we are. Sorry, y'all have to go movie night. Thank you, Mr. Hotel Beloved. I'm about to close out anyway, so I just wanted to tell y'all that. So I want to thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And please make sure you're letting everyone know that my main channel, the original Queen AshKur Show, is banned until Thursday. I'll be back on Thursday. And with that all being said, like and share. Don't forget to follow the Queen on Instagram at Queen AshKur. Don't forget to follow the Queen AshKur fan page. And you can follow me on Twitter at DGoddess27. I think that I have more than proved my point. I've proved my point with receipts that Wig has frauded black people and went to prison for it. And there's victims and there's co-conspirators. There was 50 witnesses to testify and all of that. I've proven that. I've proven that she did, in fact, use my spiritual teachings, even though I learned them from other people, other scholars. But nevertheless, she quoted some of my words verbatim. And the thing that I know that she, in fact, got specifically from me was when she said, as it is on earth, as it is in heaven. All right, because I broke down, when I was talking about that on my spiritual channel, I was breaking down the zodiac wheel, which contains the houses of the zodiac, which are the 12 constellations that are in the direct path of the sun, the ones that each of us are born under. There's actually 88 constellations in all, and the Southern Crux, or the Southern Cross, as some people call it, is the smallest, but it's the most notable because it is shaped like a cross. That's where they get the word crucifixion from, where they tell the story of Jesus being crucified on the cross. And with that all being said, she absolutely got that from me. I've more than proven that when I did a comparison video with her videos compared to mine, and the time and date was on there, and mine were done first. I also just showed you how she's been accused of using, and I've proven it with receipts, that she used Jesse Bellina's spiritual information as well. Now, the problem wouldn't be if she just used it, because I always say each one teach one. That's how we grow and thrive. So I don't have a problem with her or anyone using my teachings, but I have a problem with you using it for a profit when I do it for free, and you don't even have the decency to give me a shout out. You don't have the decency to give me the credits. That, in my opinion, is plagiarism. And so that's why I have a problem with it. And for those of you who think there's nothing wrong with that, well, obviously you don't know anything about intellectual property, okay? You don't know anything about doing hard work and research and learning things and being a whole scholar, only to have someone who studies nothing just come and snatch up your stuff after you've already said it and posted it and act as though they're a whole guru, and then make $100,000 in a webinar doing so. Now, I don't bring up the $100,000 because I'm jealous, because if I wanted to make $100,000 or more from selling my spiritual teachings, I absolutely could. I absolutely could. And that would be much better than that webinar that we just witnessed. All right? So with that all being said, my point has clearly been proven. Everyone, please like and share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Shout out to Michi X. All right, shout out to the True Royal family. Also, shout out to Lisa Cabrera. Shout out to Straight No Chaser with the Queen. A shout out to Phil Scott. A shout out to Jason Black. All right, and shout out to all of you, Yarima Karama, Rizla Islam, and all of you out there doing the real B1 Black grassroots work. Now, I can't name everybody, but those are the ones that came first to mind. With that all being said, listen, she's throwing these jabs, trying to imply that we're not B1, but who's not B1? If she's so B1, why is she throwing jabs? But see, some of y'all choose to ignore her and her subliminals, but y'all want to try to come for the Queen. Honey, you can never come for me, because I am doing the work that the Most High has sent me to do, and I will continue to do so. Now, any of the jokes, and the little petty stuff that I do, let me just reiterate, the Most High didn't send me to do any of that. That was by my own choosing, clearly. Okay, so everyone like and share. With that all being said, I wish you all love, peace, and prosperity. Each one teach one. That's how we grow and thrive. Do something productive, constructive, and never destructive. And also, remember to keep the Most High first in your life. Peace.
In order for you and me to devise some kind of method or strategy to offset some of the events or a repetition of the events that have taken place here in Los Angeles recently, we have to go to the root. We have to go to the cause. Dealing with the condition itself is not enough.
Dear Mr. Massa, I'm just trying to mind my own business. What's the matter? It's just another day, another black king captured. I'm about to lose my brain, stuck inside this ghetto rapture. I got a lot of smoke. If you want it, you can have it. They want a hat trick, but this is black girl magic. Ain't talking about the kind that'll make you disappear, but I'm talking about the power of the melanin within. Ain't looking for trouble, but I'ma say this one time. I put 2 dukes up if you try to touch mine. We still want justice for Tamir and Trayvon. You say you don't see color, but racism ain't blind. They targeting little kids whose skin look just like mine. So I'm paranoid, it's a war zone outside. And I'm a black queen, so if you ask me to step out of my car, you gon' have to snatch me. Cause I ain't going no damn well. Had to spend my whole life living unfair. Ancestors got my back and they right here. You can never understand, it's a nightmare. Living in my black shoes by the black rules. You can keep your handshake, I don't dap coons. The white man to go nuts if he cash you. But you all on his side like a damn fool. Make it make sense.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
We are exploited. We are downtrodden.
Make it make
Queen.
We are
sense.
denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyah.
oppression and exploitation
Queen.
away from us or aside from us is come together
Queen.
against the common enemy. Who taught you to hate the texture of your
Ahmadiyah.
hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin?
Ahmadiyah.
Parents, pay attention to the books, the school system, even to your little children. Lies mixed with wisdom. His skin too bright, so he was blind to the prison. My skin just right, so I collide with division. You trying to pray to God, but we tired of religion. No savior saving, we got to save our savings. We used to pay miss, how we gon' make the slave rich? But who's to blame, and tell me why you complaining? We need a team effort just to rule the nation. Like a bad relationship, missing communication. We missing moderation. They're trying to get a poison to my population. No reparations. I'm getting tired of Satan.
We are oppressed.
I'm
Queen.
getting tired of waiting.
We are downtrodden.
Queen.
We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyah.
oppression and exploitation
Queen.